What's happening, guys? Thank you for tuning in to the Kevin Carhees Show. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and enjoy the show. What's happening, guys? Thank you for tuning in to the show. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe on your way up out of this thing, man. Shout out to the free crowd. Some of y'all are in these marriages and relationships, and the woman that you with have behavior that is just confusing to you. That behavior causes you to have emotional anxiety. It causes you to always seem like you're scrambling, like you're backpedaling. And what you don't understand is the woman, she show you signs of what's going on with her. You just don't know how to read it. You just don't know what you're looking for. Well, guys, I'm going to help you out with that. I'm going to show you some signs that will help you understand when you're with a woman that is emotionally damaged. She's damaged goods. One of the first signs, guys, is that she's inconsiderate of other people. She's very inconsiderate of people that can't do a whole lot for her. They can do very little. And a perfect example is women that when you take them to a restaurant, they always treat the waiter and waitress like trash. They treat them like trash. Always something wrong with the food. The waiter, waitress can never do nothing right. That's a perfect example of they just inconsiderate of other people, or people that can do little for them. Something else is that they're good at talking behind the backs of their friends, of their family. And you can be for sure, give it some time, they're going to be talking behind your back the same way. Just a matter of time. They make being around your friends and family a job. They think that they're doing you a favor by being around your family or friends. Like you should be honored that they grace you with their presence. And you better believe, man, when she come around your friends and family, after that, she gonna think you owe her. She gonna feel like you owe her something. And she might not come straight out and say it, but she's gonna insinuate it. She's gonna say little things in sarcasm. She's gonna make you know that, hey, man. And sometimes guys will pick up on that and they'll just go, yeah, thank you. I really appreciate you coming around my family. That was really thoughtful of you and all that. When a woman like you guys, she ain't gonna have no problem coming around your friends and family. Hell, I seen women put up with anything, put up with all kind of bullshit from family members from the other side, cause she liked the guy just that much. So yeah, she'll put up with it, even if they're bad type family. And everybody's family got issues, but even if your family got more issues than a normal family, she'll put up with it, and she ain't gonna make it seem like it's a job just to be around them. The next thing, guys, is she always wanna be right. She always got to be right. And even if you right, guys, she gonna come in at the tail end of your comments, and she got to be more righter than you. Like, yeah. Another thing is this. She always gonna put that another thing, or it's more than that. She always gonna put those little tidbits on the end, guys. She's always gonna do that. And if you're in a dating relationship, this is another one that will tell you that she has emotional baggage, is that she moving too fast. Women generally gonna move fast. If they really like you, they're gonna move fast. But it's some women move too goddamn fast. They move way too fast. They always talking about relationships, always talking about where you're gonna live. They already talking about that, and you just started talking to them 3 conversations ago. There's another one that they are emotional, that they have emotional baggage, and they also they'll say stuff like, man, I know what I want. You should know what you want. It don't take all that to know what you want. I already know. And guys, that's just naturally, it's just moving too fast. When a woman wants to sit there and get to know you and try to at least give you a little screen. I mean, if a woman like you a whole lot, I mean, the less the prove it factor, the qualifying factor gonna come in, less the screening process gonna be. But damn, most women would still give you a little screening process, a little qualifying. But if she want to move too fast, then she won't. Another thing, guys, is she try to break you down. She try to break you down because she's been hurt. She's still dealing with pain. Women will always try to test you. They always gonna try to test you, so you can always get ready for the test. But after you show them that you ain't finna put up with that crap, then the tests and insults will they'll start to come indirect. At first, she's going to start to test you directly. But then after a while, they're going to start the insults will come indirectly and with sarcasm. And then they'll start with the little jokey insult. You got to put that to a halt too. Because it ain't meant for nothing but to break your confidence down. That's all it's meant for. And if they can't do it like that, they'll start to gaslight you. And if you don't know what gaslighting is, man, go back a couple of videos. Check out my video about gaslighting. It's all meant to bring you down to their level of insecurity because they never want a man to be in control of their emotion, especially if they got out of a relationship where the guy just dogged them out. The guy just really tore their little bitty hearts apart. It's really hard for them, guys. So they want that man. They want to have total emotional control over that man. And it's a catch-22. And this is something that women don't understand. The less vulnerable you are, which means the more control you get over the man's emotion, the more control you have over him, the less vulnerable you're gonna be. And the less vulnerable you are, is the less in love you're gonna be. Because women, the ultimate thing for a woman is to fall deeply in love. They like the falling in love part. Now, staying in love, that's a whole different thing. But they love the falling in love part. The romanticism, the weddings, the trips, all that honeymoon stuff. They love that. But like I say, it's a catch-22. The more control you have over the guy, the less in love you're going to feel. It's just how it works. And they will. And another thing, guys, is women love to ride that emotional roller coaster too much. And if you have one that want to live her life on the emotional, I mean, anywhere it go, women gonna ride the emotional roller coaster. They want the ups and they want the downs. They want the peaks, they want the valleys. But some of them want it, they ride it too much. Too much. To the point where they'll be attacking you for no reason all the time. These attacks will come frequent and often. And it's just meant to bring you down to their level simply because of control. Because when they're going through their valleys, their lows, they want you right there, guys, to have you on a seesaw. So they can talk to you any kind of way. You can be at their beck and call. You got to sit there and listen to all this bullshit that they trying to put on your shoulder, guys. That's what they want you there for. If they get on this frenzy where they want to spend money, they don't want you to say nothing. They want to go in the bank account, go online, spend all the money, rip and run all over the place. Lunch, dinner, spend money on food, and they don't want you to say nothing because they want to have that control over you. They want you to keep your mouth shut. And the more you do this, guys, the less attraction she's gonna have for you. She's gonna start to lose respect. But it's a catch-22. But that's what they go after. They go after that control. They go after that control. And if you don't have that emotional attachment, guys, you won't be bothered by all this bullshit. You won't be bothered because, guys, how many times have a woman created a problem? They'll create their own problem. And then when you give them the answer, that ain't good enough for it. They want to keep going and keep going and keep going until they feel good about the problem. They feel good about the problem. Then they'll come back and say, I think we should do it like this. You looking at it like, I've been told you that. I've been told you that. You'll create a problem, then they'll create a problem, then expect for you to come up with the solution for the problem that they created in the first place. that they created in the first place. The guys, this is emotional damage because they're riding the roller coaster well, I'll say this. They're on the roller coaster and they're drowning in their lows. They're drowning in their lows. And that's what they're doing. Another thing, guys, is they'll diminish anything that you accomplish. Anything that you accomplish because they don't want you to rise above them. They don't want you to rise above them. That's why you see women get in these, they quick to say, let's have a 50-50 relationship. Guys, don't ever get involved with no woman talking about no goddamn 50-50 relationship. You have a foundation. You bank everything on your foundation. Don't bank shit on hers. Don't bank nothing on what a woman bringing into the relationship. You bank it on you, because at the end of the day, when the shit go left, she's gonna blame you, no matter what, guys. How many times have you ever done something, or you ever took a woman's advice? You took her advice. She said, "Do this, baby. Let's do this. I think we need to do this here." And shit went sideways, and then she look at you and say, "Well, you should have stood up to me. You the man of the house. You the leader. You should know better." They're always gonna do that because they're not gonna take accountability when shit go wrong. When that shit backfire, they never gonna take accountability. It's just all it is. So if I'm gonna, goddamn it, if I'm gonna buy the grocery, I'm gonna cook the food too. So I know daggone well that when I put that meal on the table, if it's not up to satisfactory, then I take all the blame. But I'm not finna buy the grocery, let you cook the meal. Then when people don't like the meal, then you want to blame it all on me. Nah, we ain't finna do that. We ain't finna do that. So, and you hear a lot of this 50-50 shit with these career women. You hear a lot of it with career women because they want to be able to have a say in everything. Every time you have a decision made, there you go, open their mouth. There they go, want to make a decision. And then it's the women that's not career that wants this 50-50 thing or wants to have control, then they quick to want to get married. They quick to want to have children to tie your finances up. Because once they have children, they know they're going to have some kind of control over you, whether you like it or not. There's no way around it. They're going to have some kind of control. And if you get married, they're going to have control over your finances. That's just how it go. That's just how it go. And then they want you to have these low budget jobs. If you with a woman that's a low budget woman, then she wants you to have a little job around there. She don't never want you to get no promotion. She don't never want you to do better. Because she don't want you to think that you can do better than her. She don't never want you to do better than her. Something else, guys, is that they always seem to be involved in some type of problem, some type of issue. In other words, they're a drama queen. And of course, whatever the issue is, it's never their fault. It ain't never their fault. It's always somebody else's fault. They always want to be a part of something, whether it's in the church, whether it's at the job, wherever. And then they'll drag you right off in that shit. They'll drag you in and have you in there arguing with people, trying to defend her. Soon as somebody get loud with her, hey bro, that's my girl you talking to. That's my girl you talking to. Oh, that's my wife you talking to. And she the one in there starting all this. She the one in the middle. She brought you into the mix. And this is something that disgusts me, guys, is when a guy will allow a woman to come into his family and destroy his family between his sister, brother, cousin, and things of that nature. This shit is sickening, man. These women to get in there, running her mouth, involving her stuff in the things about, because one thing about involving yourself with a family, that's why I don't get into family issues. I don't get into family issues because you don't know the history behind all this stuff. It's too much history behind what you're getting yourself into, and you don't know the whole story. You don't know the whole story for the most part, guys. So don't ever involve yourself in it. But women are coming in there and put their 2 cents in and don't know the whole story. There you is arguing with your brother. There you is in an argument with your cousin. Then after you and her broke up, y'all still have all these issues. And they still pissed off because you allow a woman to come in there in the first place and destroy everything, guys. And destroy everything. Because no matter what you want to believe, a woman always think that or want to believe that she's the most important thing in your life and that her feelings are superior over everything. Doesn't matter who get into a fight, doesn't matter who fall out, doesn't matter who end up in jail, doesn't matter who end up dead. Her feelings are superior over everything. Over everything. Next thing is she'll do a little bit to keep from doing a lot. She does a little bit to keep from doing a lot. And this comes in when a woman cook you a 2-course meal, some rice and meat or something like that, or take care of her own children, or do mama duties and take care of you and her children, and have sex. Guys, she think that because this little domestic thing that she's doing is a little bit, and you should go out and buy her a car, she should be able to do whatever she want, go wherever she want on your dime, and she deserve it because she's doing that little bit of thing. And a lot of time, guys, that's the bare minimum. I'm not finna give you no sticker. I'm not finna put no star on your hand because you in there taking care of your kids. That's your responsibility. You don't need no, you shouldn't have had them if you didn't want no responsibility. But they're here and they're your responsibility. And they want some cookies for all that. You ain't getting shit. You're not getting shit because that is your responsibility. And see, what they think is that, you owe them for all this. They deserve all that. If you don't buy her the car that she wants, if you don't pay for the trip that she wants, if you don't do a nail, buy the bags and buy all this expensive things that you can't afford, then, she thinks she deserve all that. Or you ain't no man because you don't do all that. That's called doing a little bit to keep from doing a lot, guys. Next thing is that she keep a whole bunch of orbiters around her. She keep a whole bunch of orbiters. And orbiters, guys, is she keep those guys that they'll text all the time, they'll call all the time, they check up on all the time in hopes that they can have sex with her someday, or they can have a relationship one day, and then they'll make subtle moves to let you know that, yeah, he still contact me, he still want me, he's still there. They'll do that to make you feel like you should be honored to be with her, and that you're the lucky man. You lucky that she even talking to you. And I'm gonna tell you guys, she can be highly attracted to you, but once she find out that you feel like you're the lucky one to be with her, she's gonna play these games. These games are coming. And a lot of it, guys, is because she needs attention. She wants attention. That's why you hear these conversations online, and women will be hell bent on keeping their friends. I had these friends. They're not going nowhere. You're insecure. All that foolishness. And most of it is because they need the attention. How about when you come up and tell me about this guy you've been friends with since y'all was childhood, since y'all was in your 20s? How about whenever you get in a marriage, start dating, get in a relationship, how about you tell them, listen, I'm in my marriage, I'm in a relationship. If things go wrong, we'll pick back up where we left off. Just respect the fact. If you broke down on side of the road or something like that, and you ain't got nobody else to call, you can call me. Other than that, guys, they want their friends around for orbiters. They want him around for an orbiter. They want to keep him in the mix for some reason. That's why these women be online hell bent about keeping their friend, because you can cut them off. I mean, you ain't got to cut them off in a way that you just don't want to have anything to do, but you got to distance yourself because you're in a relationship and you have respect for the other person. You have respect for the other person, guys. And it's just a few signs. It's a few more that I left off the list, guys, because I don't want to keep going. But I'll probably make a part 2 of this video. Probably will down the road, man. But these are all the signs, or these are some of the signs that your woman is possibly emotionally damaged. These are the signs that she's possibly emotionally damaged. Shout out to the free crowd, man. And until next time, peace.